So I've been playing D&D about a year, and recently I had the opportunity to join a Vampire the Masquerade game. So instead of a typical vampire, which tends to lean more towards a gothy look with black leather and fishnets, I instead wanted to put a preppy twist on the monster. I had wanted to play a Regina George type character for a while now, but hadn't had the opportunity to do so. That type of bitchy, self-serving, antagonistic type of character would be very fun to play in a game that is primarily roleplay. So with that in mind is how I began my character creation process. I didn't want to make a one-to-one Regina George copy because it's a little bit too obvious and cliche. So what I decided to do is revisit an earlier film, which is Jawbreaker. It's really iconic if you haven't seen it, but I wanted to take from that as well as other earlier Mean Girls-esque films, including both Heathers and Clueless. I wanted to incorporate this kind of style and sophistication, as well as the preppiness to my character design. And what I decided to do was I found this screenshot from the movie Jawbreaker and the character in the middle, Fern Mayo. I really liked her expression here. It kind of gives the bitchy vibe I am trying to go for, so I decided to use her as my face reference. As for the clothing, I decided I primarily wanted to reference the chic wardrobes of Clueless and Heathers. And as for the pose, I try to emulate the posture and movement of Rose McGowan in the Jawbreaker scene, the classic one where they're walking down the hallway. So, with all my references gathered, I began the design process. I prefer to start out sketching in traditional media. Just a sketchbook, pencil, and eraser will do. So I did sketch out the character's face and costume. Once I was satisfied with my pencil drawing, I switched it over to digital. So I just took a picture with my cell phone, a clear picture, and moved that to my iPad where I will be doing the final in Procreate. So here I set the pencil drawing to lower opacity, where I will then go over and refine. So in Procreate, I like to play with a variety of brushes. Mostly I like to use brushes that imitate analog media. By the time I am done with the piece, it will not look like it was done digitally. I actually imported the picture from Jawbreaker to get the exact color seen here. So I eyedrop that and bring it in to help create my palette. So we have this fuchsia color. We'll play off of that with some green tones in her hair. For some of my other fantasy character designs, I've been going with a more watercolor soft feel, but because this is Vampire the Masquerade, it's a little darker and edgier, I decided to go with a colored pencil brush this time around and see how that looks, coloring in her skin and hair. So this time I wanted to work on the colors and design of the jacket. First in the portrait image of her. For her jacket, I chose a warmer pink, but still like that kind of hot pink. So here I'm referencing that initial sketch to see where I wanted the shadow to fall. I am filling in the hair details, going back and refining those shadows. Once I was happy with the general look and colors of my portrait, I moved on to the full body. So for the full body, I didn't want to do the same kind of involved process as drawing in all the individual lines I did on the portrait. So I just chose a different brush that has a greater range, but is still a colored pencil texture. And I gave the white parts of her outfit a little green off-white tinge, just to bring in those complementary colors. And I gave her a little green alligator handbag as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope it'll give you inspiration for your next character. If you'd like to see some more of my work, you can follow me on Instagram or subscribe here to see more process videos. I'll see you in the next one.